Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Report. Good morning, good afternoon to all you guys out there. Good to see everybody in the chat, guys. Today, I've got some stories for you surrounding really when can we expect this Ethereum ETF that everybody's been rumored about to actually come out? When can we expect the SEC to approve this new ETF? Recently, we had obviously the hype around the spot Bitcoin ETF news. Now we're having a sell-off. Grayscale is dumping Bitcoin like crazy right now. People on Twitter are seemingly panicking right now is kind of what it seems. We've been talking about a 38K Bitcoin target. We're seeing right now Grayscale move more Bitcoin over to Coinbase, possibly dumping even more today. So look out. At least that's the warning on Twitter. Let's see exactly what the stories are for the day and what we can really expect. I want to take a peek at the charts with you guys today. To start it out, we'll get into some news stories, and then we'll do a little Q&A at the end of this live stream. If you're just joining me, welcome, guys. John316, first one in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Let's get into it, guys. I do have a lot to chat about. We've seen some pretty crazy news, including a crypto scam that I want to talk to you guys about that I just was reading up a little bit about. We want to dive into that one because there are some scams out there. I want you guys to be careful for. This is the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip, and here's Bitcoin for you. So today we're at $40,500. Sushi Satoshi Raphael, good to see you in the chat, guys. We are looking a little red today. The Fear and Greed Index is neutral. I've been saying, guys, we can go into periods where we get into that FOMO stage, where we're in an absolute parabolic rally, where we're in this greed phase for months on end. Well, we had a little moment of that. We've been warning you guys that a sell the news event could happen. Arguably, you could remain bullish, right? Because first of all, the Bitcoin halving's coming. Second of all, after this little sell the news event, we do expect institutions to continue piling in, and we do see people piling into this asset class. BlackRock owns over 25,000 Bitcoin now. I think so does Fidelity at this point. You're talking about billions of dollars bought in just a matter of 1.5 weeks here. It's been an incredible journey, but Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is selling off. It's rather fishy, so there's fear in the water. FTX dumped $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, I believe, as well. We're going to talk about that. So we're neutral today. What do you do when it's neutral? Can somebody tell me in the comments down below? Because this is something we talk about on the channel. When things are falling, when there's blood in the streets, what's the attitude? Because my attitude, folks, is to buy that dip. I've got some paychecks coming in soon. Even if we're going to see the lower side of 38K, I would put in an order at $40,000 because I frankly, in 3 months, 6 months, we're going to be back above that in my mind. Maybe not, but maybe towards the fall, we will be. At some point, I believe that we are going to see all-time highs out of Bitcoin. You see some mad scientist predictions out of Cathie Wood saying $1 million Bitcoin by the year 2030, which I do think is possible. And so, I'm bullish on this thing. I dollar cost average. I saw a really great meme the other day of Bitcoin strategy. What's a good Bitcoin strategy? And you see a chart that's kind of doing one of these, and it's just buy. Dollar cost average. I don't care what the price is. Do I have cash? Well, let me get it out of cash and put it in Bitcoin because Bitcoin's more valuable than cash. Really, that's how I see it. That's a personal opinion, but I know that a lot of you guys out there share that opinion with me. And then we want to make a lot of money. Well, then it's not just Bitcoin. Now we talk altcoins. And obviously Ethereum is the second biggest altcoin. We could potentially have an Ethereum ETF coming, but look at this. Ethereum's down 6.21%, more so than Bitcoin over the last 7 days. Bitcoin goes up. Ethereum typically would go up more. You'd see altcoins that are smaller market caps than Ethereum, good ones, go up even more than Ethereum. When Bitcoin crashes, Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down more. Other altcoins go down even more. Solana's down 8%. XRP's down 7.88% over the last 7 days. This is the theme. Now, it's not a perfect science to every single thing, but this is just how crypto really works, guys. I mean, generally, from what I've seen, that's how it is. Are there outliers? Yes, there's always outliers. Could Elon Musk tweet that he's officially launching the X Payments app on integrating Dogecoin into Twitter tomorrow? Sure, but he's not going to. But maybe. Who knows? Dogecoin could be an outlier. Anything can be an outlier at any point in time because of a news story. We saw helium at one point have an absolute rocket ship moment. By the way, probably, I'd bet anything. Let's see, is it up here? No, surprisingly, it's not there. Is it on the downside? Helium. Right there. I'd say, guys, this thing had a nice little pump. It was an outlier because a story came out that they launched a mobile network. So people got hyped. People are waiting for a news story, which is why I'm still really bullish on Cronos, because it just takes one good news story, and then all of a sudden, the sentiment changes, and then people FOMO, okay? That's really how I see it. Now, there's going to be a lot of great coins out there, but Bitcoin's dipping, so what do we got? Bonk's dipping murderously right now, way down. SWI is also way down, another popular one. Sats, big holder Sats, way down. Everything's way down right now because there's fear in the market for Bitcoin. That's just kind of how this thing works, guys. Meanwhile, Solana ecosystem's still hot. All these things are still hot. Soon, oh, by the way, if you guys use the Jupiter exchange on Solana through the Phantom wallet, there is an airdrop coming, I believe, at the very last day of the month of January. So that's big. If you guys are a Jupiter holder, let me know out there. If you're looking to buy some Jupiter tokens when they launch, let me know in the comments down below. But beware, because people that get that airdrop will probably sell off a little bit. It could be an absolute explosion, but there might be a little sell off. At some point, I would probably buy some Jupiter. I'm not going to receive that airdrop, so I just want to let you guys know that. But let's look at some of these big losers. So look, over the last 7 days, we have some pumpers. Here's your outliers: Ronin, Sia Coin, Astar, Pyth. Pyth is a big one. We got the airdrop for Pyth. Manta, another airdrop coming out from Manta, I believe, soon as well. Didn't really talk too much about that. Looked into that a little bit. You know what, guys? I'm not eligible. I didn't really dive into that one. I didn't use any of the networks associated with Manta. Really, I think you had to use like Arbitrum or Optimism. I didn't use any of those, so we could talk more about that down the road. But as that gets closer, I don't even know if it's out. I got to do some more digging for you guys on that one. So other big gainers in the last 7 days: Fracshare, Clayton. Dogecoin is up there, but 3.88%. This is how you know when the first couple coins aren't really doing anything good. It's a bear sentiment. We're seeing fear. We're seeing neutral instead of greed. This is what we got. But if you're looking to buy, well, then this is probably where you go shopping, guys. You know, you look at the biggest losers over the last 7 days. Now, do you want to go into Bonk, which has had historic rallies? I don't really know if you want to go into Bonk. Could it have another big rebound? Absolutely, at some point in the bull market. But still probably a lot of profit taking occurring. And with the broader market having some fear, I just don't know. But there's going to be a lot of good dollar cost average opportunities. Arbitrum was soaring, down 20%. If you were looking at that, maybe you buy the dip. ICP, I see a lot of people in our comment section talking about ICP pretty regularly as of lately, down 17.69%. If you're looking to buy some of these tokens, well, you've got a discount. Helium is down 17%. SEI, very fast blockchain, potential competitor to Solana, down 15%. This is what's going on. Avalanche, down 15%. You've got your opportunity to buy the dip. The markets are cooling off. If you're scared, you should be celebrating. If you've got cash on the sidelines, if you've got cash coming in, you've got a dollar cost average opportunity that you've probably been looking for. Because lately you've probably just been buying and being like, oh man, this thing is so hyped up. It's a little too expensive. How long can this thing keep going up? Everybody was deep down in their gut feeling it. We were all scared of a Bitcoin ETF sell the news event, and that did come. And we're getting a lot of big players selling off right now. Looking at the price of the overall market cap, we kind of peaked out here at a 1.815 trillion, just a short term, a little bit of a peak, and we're coming down. So where are we going to land here for overall market cap? Well, at least to the 1.488 about. So, you know, a little more downside for crypto there. If we can dip lower, I mean, if the broader market continues to sell off, you know, we could see as much as 17 to 20% more downside for some of these altcoins in the broader market. Looking at Bitcoin, which is really the key here, we're at a pivotal level. $40,000 is a level people have been talking about. I myself have been a little bit more focused on the $38,000 level. Just look back. You've seen me put some thumbnails with the $38,000 price on it. Good to see you. Shout out to John. Shout out to Z in the chat. Shout out to Rafael. Good to see you guys. Shout out to Sam. Any thoughts on Corgi AI? Sam, yeah, you know what? I think when crypto pumps, Corgi AI is going to get another pump. I think Cronos is going to be a sleeping chain that people miss out on, and then it's going to boom and people will FOMO in. That's my belief. We'll keep talking about that. But for Bitcoin, I've been talking about this. Sure, I've acknowledged the $40,000 level, obviously. To get to 38K, you got to go through 40K. But there is a possibility that we, stop the bleeding here. But it's not looking good. I'll be honest with you guys. We fake out pumped out of this wedge, and then we had a sell the news event, broke down through the wedge, now tested the bottom of the wedge, never really got back up to that $43,000 that I was hopeful for, never really got back up. I said, if we can break back down, 40,000 is a target, and then 38K. 38K is on the table, most certainly on the table. Could we go lower? Maybe. It could be on the table. Could we go back to where this ridiculous pump happened, back to 30? It's all on the table, guys. Now, I don't think like the lows of the bear market are on the table. Let's not get overly bearish here. Let me be very clear, guys. I'm a bull. But if you're looking for targets, we're going down. So when do we stop? 40K could be a stop zone. Probably not, but maybe. And then 38K would probably be that's the one that's tickling me. I just feel something about 38K. Because I know deep down that a lot of people are extremely bullish on Bitcoin. We have a Bitcoin halving coming. The altcoins are already retraced quite a bit. Could they retrace more? Certainly. We've seen it a bunch of times. Arguably, and this is a concept we've been talking about a lot on this channel. Arguably, guys, what we need before this bull market goes into a full-fledged FOMO stage is the most painful thing that you could experience in crypto, which is a moment where Bitcoin collapses 50% and altcoins collapse another 60, 80% back down to like almost to like a bear market vibe, but not to their bear market levels, Like Crow, for example. I'll use Crow as a good example. Look, if Bitcoin keeps crashing, Crow's going to come down as well. 6.8 cents is on the table. We might see Crow under 7 cents in a hurry here. It's very possible, especially if Bitcoin finds its way to 38K, okay? That's just how this works. We need to have an event like that. I've told you guys historically, if you just look back, all right, let's do this. Let's look back at history, and we'll go back to Bitcoin. This is history, guys. Don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm a crypto bull. Don't ever forget it. But here's the scoop, y'all. When you look at the weekly candles on Bitcoin, and you look at our bull market tops, right? And you look at our bull market tops, and then you look at our way back out of the bear market. You usually have a big sell-off at some point before the full-fledged bull market occurs. You have a pump, a dump, and then a full-fledged bull market, at least one significant move. Sometimes there's many significant moves. Right now, we're getting one, which some people are considering a significant move. It's pretty significant, but could it get more significant? Absolutely. It could certainly see more downside. From the top here of where we recently saw for Bitcoin, we have come down so far about 18%. So far about 18%, which is really, it's significant, but it's not the thing. It's not the worst case scenario. It's not that murderous event that gets people to a point. And it's, you almost got to be driven to a point leading into these bull markets where you think that, you think that maybe it's different this time, right? When people start saying, well, it's different this time, we have an extended cycle, this is an extended cycle, all these people start coming out with these philosophies. That's when you know that the pain's there, and that's when we're bottoming out. When people start to get really scared, really scared, and we're just starting to see the fear, we need one more moment of extreme fear. All we've had is hype. And now arguably with the Ethereum spot ETF being talked about, we've got an opportunity for more hype. Guys, I probably sound bearish right now, but I just want to be realistic in telling you guys that Bitcoin sells off as it leads into a bull market at some point. You have a pump, you have a dump, sometimes a couple, and they're significant, and then you go parabolic. And the people that panicked out on those dumps along the way, they miss out. And then there's going to be people that just FOMO in and never sell because they think it's going to the moon. Those people miss out as well. If you never take profit, you're never going to win. Yesterday, I took a little profit-taking video on Crowcoin saying, I believe it's going to go to $2 to $5, but I'm going to sell some before $1 because you need to take profit, because we need to take profit. We need to be aware of what happens. There are huge moments of volatility for Bitcoin where in the middle of a bull cycle, we'll see a 50% retracement with a V-shaped recovery within, incredible opportunities to buy the dip. And if you're not aware of that, well, I want to make sure that you guys are. All right, so Solana is today down to 86 bucks. Alex Labs, a token I'm very bullish on, is coming down quite a bit from its peak, almost down 50% from its peak. Ethereum as well, even though the hype about the ETF is coming, we are seeing this potentially come back down to the $2,100 level. Guys, we were all the way up to 2,700 bucks. Right now, from Ethereum's peak, we have seen Ethereum come down 13%, less than Bitcoin, Why? Well, my theory is because of the hype around the Ethereum ETF, and I think people are going to start buying. But we definitely have a lot of selling pressure, folks. We definitely have a lot of selling pressure. West Texas Crypto, my guy in the chat, Santa Claus is back in town. Just gifted a membership. Congratulations, BSS. Welcome to the Crypto Report membership program. If you guys want to become a member, like BSS in the comments down below. Get that icon next to your name. Get some of those little tokens next to your name and get priority replies in the messages, access to our private Discord. You can do so in the link in the description down below, or you can hang out in maybe West Texas Crypto, Brandy Lion, who knows, guys. A lot of these guys in these chats, they like to give free membership, so hang out. But if you are a member, make sure you link your YouTube to your Discord. Do a quick Google to figure it out if you're having trouble doing that. I know a lot of people have some trouble with that, but you go into Discord and you find link your YouTube to it, and then you'll get right into that Discord, okay? I see just got an Alex Lab in Stack, says BSS. Nice entry. Low entry. You know, I bought it a little bit higher. I'll buy some more. I'm not really worried about, I'm really not a guy that's worried about short-term price. You know, a lot of people will get into a position and then they'll see that position's down 10, 20%. I've done it the other way where I get into a position, I'm up 100%. You know, it happens both ways. I'm a long-term trader. That's just what I do. I don't really do day trades. I swing trade in my swing trade portfolio. Don't really have a swing trading portfolio right now. Right now, I'm more towards the holding strategy, the dollar cost average mode. When we start pumping again, I like to mess around with swing trading. But right now, we're definitely dumping. FTX has sold $1 billion worth of Grayscale's GBTC since spot Bitcoin ETF approval. And a lot of people have. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has done a tremendous job pumping leading into this ETF. And now, here's the strange thing. It's selling off. I don't quite understand why. There's a mystery here, and I want you guys to look at this with me and let me know your thoughts in the comments. By the way, I put out a poll and I asked you the question. Go to the poll. Let me know. Are we pumping or are we dumping? I don't know why I said yes or no. I should probably, you know what? Let me change the poll. I'm going to change the poll. We're going to do a new poll. Are we pumping? Are we pumping or dumping? All right, guys, I want you guys to let me know, and I'm going to change the verbiage here. I shouldn't have kept yes or no. Pumping or dumping? Okay. But here's the thing we're looking at. Everybody knows that Grayscale's selling off. Well, why is their fee so high? And I got a lot of questions here. First, look at this tweet from Crypto.com CEO Chris Merzliak. I butcher his last name. Just wait until everyone who wants to be out is out of GBTC. This is a known fact. Why is Bitcoin dumping? Buy the rumors, sell the news. And because Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is selling off. That's the big narrative right now. That's the big narrative. Everybody's dumping their Grayscale. Why are they dumping their Grayscale? Because the fees are higher. But why are we seeing this then? Here's the weird part. If Grayscale really wants to compete, okay, which it seems like they do, because you go, this is, I believe Black Sea, my partner on the channel, put this tweet out. If you're not following Black Sea already, follow him. 333 Black Sea. But this was a great little tweet he put out. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ad at the airport, okay? The world's largest Bitcoin ETF. That's true. It is. But they've already got the #1 position. Well, now it's selling off at some point, and people were predicting, in like 20 days, BlackRock is probably going to flip Grayscale. Why wouldn't Grayscale want to keep their position as the top dog? What these other institutions are doing is they're cutting their fees, right? So you've got a race to the bottom line. All these ETFs, there's a fee for it, and they're cutting their fees to get these institutions to choose their ETF over the other. And Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has the highest fees. They're the world's largest ETF, but they have the highest fees. So are they going to remain the highest, the biggest ETF for long? I don't think so. And I saw more ads. It's not just this one tweet from Black Sea. It's many photos of many ads for Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, all these guys are advertising, but why will Grayscale Bitcoin Trust put advertising money towards their trust with their fee is ridiculously high and there's a huge sell-off. I don't understand it. It makes me wonder if something fishy is going on. I could never really figure it out. I could never solve this puzzle. I have no idea why their fee would be high. They're the largest. They're going to lose their position as the largest. They're advertising for it. Meanwhile, they're okay with having the high fee. It doesn't really make sense to me. There might be some kind of catch, some backdoor deal. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's very strange. Regardless, I'm not really interested in buying any of these ETFs unless it's some money I have in my retirement account where I want some more Bitcoin exposure, more direct Bitcoin exposure, which, arguably I could just invest in Coinbase. I could just invest in MicroStrategies. I could invest in these ETFs. But the price action on these ETFs, a lot of people don't understand yet, but these prices and these price action and the percentage moves on these ETFs, they're going to be different than the actual price of Bitcoin. So, I'm not really interested in this stuff. Institutions getting in is just like a big sign for manipulation on the way. Whale games, guys. A lot of people talk about whale games, but what a lot of people don't talk about is the whale games aren't being played against you. Black Sea and I were just talking about this on the phone the other day. Both of these things, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and the conversation about whale games. A lot of people don't talk about this. Whale games aren't designed to get you. Whale games are played amongst whales. Whales are trying to liquidate other whales, not you and me. We're just innocent bystanders getting splashed by the puddle on the side of the street as the truck drives by, Meanwhile, these whales are just doing what they do, dumping and pumping on each other, and we're just the bystanders, okay? And so, look, why do buy the rumor, sell the news events? Because whales, okay, guys? And profit taking. Another reason Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is just selling off right now is because if people were in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust for a while, well, they got a great opportunity to take some profit. Now, that opportunity is slowly dwindling. At some point, you don't sell off and Grayscale sells off. You might want to just hold on to it. And so eventually, just like Chris Marceliak, the CEO of crypto.com was saying, just wait until everyone who wants to be out is out, because by the time everybody who wants to be out is out, and then there's people that might think they want to get out, but they look at the price, they're going to go, price is a lot lower, maybe I won't get out. And then now we plug the hole in the boat because the uncertainty, the fear has kind of, steamrolled itself out. And we're back to, okay, biggest institutions in the world are in Bitcoin and crypto. A Bitcoin halving's coming. We're ready for a pump. So, this is all very interesting. But in the meantime, the bulls are still bullish, right? I'm still bullish. I'm looking at some short-term price action, but it does not mean that I'm not a crypto bull. Kathy Wood's ARK Invest has bought $15.9 million worth of its own Bitcoin ETF, which I'm sure you'll love to see. ARK Invest has added 365,000 shares of the ARK-B Bitcoin ETF to its next generation internet ETF. This is a great story to see, guys. And look, you just got to know there's a lot of people buying this stuff right now. There are a lot of people buying, but we're having a little bit of a sell-off. Now, one of the biggest stories out there that I'm most excited about right now is this, guys. The Ethereum ETF. I think this is naturally going to be the next narrative. I mean, we've already seen people talking about it. While the Bitcoin ETF sell the news event was occurring, what we were actually seeing was for a couple days there, we were seeing a Ethereum narrative building, right? We were seeing not only Ethereum pump, but we were seeing the ENS thing, right? The Ethereum Name Services coin pumping. We were seeing, We were seeing Compound and Aave. We were seeing Maker and all these Ethereum tokens, Uniswap, right? They were all pumping. This was a very exciting moment because people were now starting to realize, well, how did we get here? How did Bitcoin pump so well this year? I guess it was hype around a Bitcoin ETF, right? Now we're selling the news. What's next? Ethereum ETF, buy. So people freaked out. Well, if Bitcoin dumps, Ethereum's inevitably dumping too. So, I didn't really expect Ethereum to go ridiculous with this. When Bitcoin sells off, Ethereum's going to sell off as well. Maybe temporarily Ethereum was having a pump, but inevitably everything kind of comes back to what Bitcoin's doing. You follow the mama duck. Bitcoin's the mother duck, and every other crypto out there is all the little ducklings. And sometimes they stray from the path, but they're always going to paddle the little feet and get back to the mama duck, which is Bitcoin. I got weird analogies, guys. But you pictured that with me, I know. You've probably seen the one where the mama duck goes over the little waterfall and the little duck. That's what happens with Bitcoin. Okay, guys? That's what happens with Bitcoin. So this is the narrative. I think inevitably there's going to be a massive pump for Ethereum. When Bitcoin rebounds, we could see something crazy out of Ethereum and the Ethereum token. So, if you're sitting on the sidelines for Ethereum and you didn't FOMO in on this whole Ethereum hype that happened over the last 2 weeks, and now you're looking at it as a big sell-off opportunity and you're looking at some of those altcoins, well, here you go. You might have your chance. On top of that, there's a lot of other bullish things coming to the space, guys. Elon Musk's Everything app. This could be huge, guys. This could be absolutely huge. Gonk22 says something fishy's going on when you're talking about the grayscale. Absolutely. Billy Goat is a bull. He thinks we're going to pump. Alexandros says manipulation for the win. That is happening right now. That's exactly, I think, what's going on. This is whale games. Wasn't a dump FTX selling to BTC. Yes, Alessandro, we did see FTX dump $1 billion worth. I think it was $1 billion. I think it was $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Unbelievable. But, $830 billion market cap. You can see some billions sell off sometime. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to see trillions come in. That's going to be exciting. Now, Elon Musk's Everything app, guys, this is a massive plan. This is going to be possibly one of the biggest stories of the year. Now, if you go back and you look historically at when Elon Musk bought Bitcoin for the first time, that caused a massive move upward for the crypto markets. A really, really insane rally for the crypto markets. And now think about this. Elon Musk is going to launch an Everything app. And it's going to replace YouTube. LinkedIn, FaceTime, dating apps, and even your bank. This is what he says. Will it? I don't know. I don't know if it will. We'll see. Hard to replace YouTube. I'm a YouTuber after all. I do love YouTube. I can't imagine a world without YouTube. But I can imagine a world where I feel obligated to post on both Twitter and YouTube for video content. I already see other influencers doing that, and we're actually starting to post our shorts on Twitter, on X, because, we see this trend happening. When Elon Musk does something, you don't really take it lightly. That Cybertruck is something else. If, we get crypto rich here, you might see me with a Cybertruck. I might do a matte black Cybertruck. That'd be pretty fun. That would be the most bougie thing I buy in my life. But I'd keep an eye out for this, because if Elon Musk does launch this Everything app, guys, he's got money transmitter licenses. He is very serious about crypto. Very serious about crypto. He had crypto and Bitcoin in his icon for a while. His company bought Bitcoin. When his company bought Bitcoin in the previous bull cycle, that's when we saw a parabolic rally out of crypto. Since Elon Musk bought Twitter a year ago, he has blown it up to create something else entirely. The goal is the single application that encompasses everything. Replace your bank, replace your 401k, replace it all. At the beginning of PayPal's inception, which he was one of the early creators of PayPal on the team, that was what the dream was. They never did that. He's going to probably do this at some point. This man likes to make his visions complete. He wants to go to Mars, and he wants to replace every app on Earth. Might he do it? Well, I'll tell you guys this. This was pretty exciting news that happened over the weekend. This was crazy. X Payments officially launched January 2024. And I saw this thing when it first launched. It had 5,000 followers in just a matter of 2 short days. This account got 113K followers. People are ready for this app to launch. If this thing launches, we could see something absolutely crazy. I don't know if they relaunch the app entirely or if the X Payments app is an integration into it or how it plays out, but I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because at the end of the day, I'm so sick of wait times for bank transfers, and that's why I like crypto. I'm sick of wait times for bank transfers. I'm sick of the cost of money wires. When I bought my house and I sent my money, my down payment for this house, it cost me quite a bit of money. I don't know. It was more expensive than an Ethereum transaction. I'll tell you that. And Ethereum transactions are expensive. So, guys, I've been waiting for this. I think it's going to be huge. I think this could be massive. There's no posts on this account yet, but we got to keep an eye out for this. Elon Musk could be one of the catalysts for this bull cycle. I'm going to skip the ads for you because I love you guys, so I'll do a little ad skip. If you like me skipping the ads, I'll skip it for you, but I got to see 2 likes right now. Smash 2 likes. You got 27 seconds, okay? You got 27 seconds. I did want to talk about this as well. This was a pretty crazy story. So the SEC froze assets of a church here. I got 21 likes. I need one more like, guys, or you got 11 seconds. I'll tell you. 10, 9, 8. All right, I'll do you a favor. I skipped the ads. Oh, we got the likes. All right, that means you guys don't want the ads. I love it. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the love. The like button is the number one thing you can do for the channel. Supporting us as a member program, that's fantastic. You also get something out of that. You get access to our private Discord, but the like button's the most important. We want to grow the channel. We want to spread the word. We want to educate people about crypto. We want to talk about some of these stories. These are incredible stories. Wow, we got a bunch of likes there. Thank you, guys. So the SEC just froze assets of a church for selling unregistered, God-backed crypto token. Now, let's get into this one a little bit, okay? First of all, we saw a story recently. This one. Oh, wait, that's not. I want to talk about Elizabeth Warren. This one. Dismissal of SEC lawsuit against Coinbase could be decided by spring. This lawsuit of the SEC versus Coinbase is all about unregistered securities. Okay, that is what the SEC is worried about. Now, Gary Gensler has famously come out and said, look, there's crypto scams, there's con artists, there's all these cronies, there's a lot of fraud, and it's rampant with fraud. And Senator Elizabeth Warren has said that as well, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But here is a case where Gary Gensler is very much in the right. Okay? All right. I don't want to say that, but it's true. Gary Gensler is doing his job here, okay? The SEC freezes assets of a church for selling unregistered God-backed crypto token. Now, it's interesting. A lot of weird things happen on the West Coast. A lot of weird things happen on the West Coast. You know, I was actually watching, like, and not to say, you know, if anybody's out there, like the Latter-day Saints and all this, like, you see, like, you know, the multi-spouse thing and all these people living in this little community, and then the leader goes to prison, and it's something, right? You know, but hey, you know, to each his own. But when you start doing it like this, the SEC steps in, and I'm glad they did for this, because this is messed up. I myself am a man of God. You know, I recently found my faith. Okay, I don't ever talk about that on the channel, and you don't have to each his own, right? But you know, I don't like seeing this. I didn't like seeing this, so I want to share it with you guys. SEC freezes assets of the church for selling unregistered securities. Colorado-based pastor Eligio Regalado and his wife Caitlin are facing legal action after allegedly defrauding investors of millions of dollars through the sale of unregistered crypto token called INDX coin. The token was marketed to devout Christians as a God-backed digital asset. The couple reportedly raised around $3.2 million through the sales of the token, which they issued through their online church, Victorious Grace. The Colorado Securities Commissioner filed a lawsuit against the Regalados, accusing them of fraudulent activities and illegal sale of securities without proper registration, which is good. I mean, just like, this is good that they're getting got here. As a result, a Colorado judge has frozen the assets of Victorious Grace Church. According to legal filings, the Regalados claimed the INDX coin was backed by a cryptocurrency index and had sufficient assets to secure its value. However, the Colorado Securities Commission alleges the token had little to no backing aside from the couple's claim that it was supported by God's guarantee of success. Oh my goodness. Defendant Eli leveraged the potential investors' faith. The complaint said he stated that their investments' success was guaranteed by God. So, when Gary Gensler comes out, guys, and he talks about corruption and cronies and fraudsters, it's ripe with fraudsters. You know? There are fraudsters in here, guys. There's hundreds of thousands of cryptocurrencies now, and a lot of them are scams. But the ones that we look at on a daily basis, we're not looking for scams, guys. We're looking out for scams. We don't want to get scammed. But we're looking for tokens with utility, tokens that can change the world. And what's the utility for this token? What is this? You know, God guarantees the success of this. That's not right. This is the church. This is sacrilegious. This is horrible. This is the opposite of what a church should be doing. So, I'm glad somebody stepped in here. I don't know if that's the SEC's jurisdiction. I frankly don't care about the whole conversation of this is a security, this is not a security. This securities thing is a joke, okay? I don't know. This whole system, all right, I'm frankly CFTC approval, or the Fed, inflation, printing, the money printer, all this stuff, everything, the all these laws surrounding, the Bank Anti-Money Laundering Act. Like, these are antiquated laws. Look, we need to figure out a way to stop corruption and crime. Yes. But this terminologies, these things, I don't love them. But I am happy to see that this entity, these two individuals that were scamming in the name of God, are they're going to repent for their sins, okay? Oh, boy. They better. Boy. So, anyway, how about that story, guys? Smash the like button if you like to see the fraudsters get got. Sam Bankman-Fried. Terra Luna lovers, I'm gonna rip at Terra Luna later. Sorry. I got a couple people. I talked about Terra Luna recently, and some people got really angry in the comment section, and I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that are getting angry when I give my honest opinions about Terra Luna, because I'm not going to love every coin, and it's kind of like hanging on to like something. I think you're hanging on to a dead project. Look, I kind of said that about Solana, and I was wrong, and so I'll admit where I'm wrong, right? And is there a chance that Terra Luna goes up? Yeah, but my Solana call was one of the dumbest things. I never really called it. I never really said Solana was dead, but I was scared to buy it. I wasn't very interested in it. So I was wrong there. Could I be wrong about Terra Luna? I guess I could be wrong about Terra Luna, but I'm avoiding scams, and look, I'm going to get into that later. Check out my video later today. You're going to want to see it. I might talk about it in this one. We'll see. But here's another breaking story I want to share with you guys. Senator Elizabeth Warren gets community noted after claiming nations are using crypto to dodge sanctions and undermine national security. Undermine national security. There's all these words that politicians use. Undermine. They like to use the word undermine. They like to use the word, it's unprecedented. This is absolutely unprecedented. I hate politicians, okay? Real politicians, I just, lifetime career politicians. I hate them. Left or right, I don't care. On the right, there's plenty. On the left, there's plenty. Are people on the right a little more pro-crypto? It seems that way. If you're a politician, I'm not a fan of you. Hopefully we get some new politicians that aren't politicians in the future. Some people believe we have that. Some people don't. We'll see how it all plays out. But Senator Elizabeth Warren gets community noted again. We're seeing a theme. We are seeing people call out politicians when they lie. Her tweet was a new US GAO, and you gotta love an acronym, right? You gotta trust all the acronym organizations. Nothing, no fraud, no scams, no problems are going on with an acronym organization ever, right? Right? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Do we like acronym organizations? A new US GAO report confirms that rogue nations are using crypto to dodge sanctions and undermine our national security, says Elizabeth Warren. The readers added context, which I love when we do that. The U.S. Treasury Department's own February 2022 National Money Laundering Risk Assessment report states that fiat is the preferred currency for financial crimes. And this is exactly what I talk about all the time. Even Gary Gensler, was he right here? Was he good for doing this here? Fine. You get a W, Gary Gensler. You stop the church liars, okay? Good. But the facts is that fiat, cash money, is the number one place where people are doing financial crimes, guys. I just listened to this great Lex Friedman podcast where this guy he got away with like $51 million of fraud, and then he went to jail for it. But he was talking about how he did it. The guy was coming up with fake identities. He was doing all this crazy stuff, and he was a mortgage broker. What was he dealing with? Banks and cash. banks and cash, financial crimes with cash. This is what it is. You hear about, laundering money. Look, have you ever seen the movie, the show Ozark? Yeah, it's a show, okay? It's fiction. But, actually, there might be some truth to that one. But regardless, you know that criminals are money laundering. What are they money laundering with? Sometimes they money launder with crypto. Most of the time, though, they're money laundering with businesses and cash. That's not crypto. That's cash, guys. Elizabeth Warren needs to talk about both sides of it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And we're in a world where all the politicians, left, right, when we get lied to, it's the most transparent thing in the world. I don't want to get political. But as lies start to pile up, we're not that dumb. Look, am I the sharpest tool in the set? No, I'm whatever. I'm just a guy. But I'm catching on, okay? I'm catching on. Maybe more so than some other people. I'm sure you guys, if you're here watching this channel and you're looking at crypto, you're catching on too. You're looking at the Fed printing all this money, and you're looking at this weird conversation of this magic money printer, and let's see. The dollar was backed by gold. Now it's backed by the faith of the U.S. government. Well, how much faith can I have in the U.S. government when Senator Elizabeth Warren is coming out and saying crypto's used to dodge sanctions and undermine national security, when she won't even admit that the dollar is worse for it? Is she doing anything about it? No. But she's trying to squash crypto. Why? Because she's secretly friends with the banks. She comes out and she says, I'm anti-bank. I hold the banks accountable. Look at me in my kitchen. I have a beer. I'm just like you. This is what she does. Pretending to be like you. She lied about being a Native American. At some point, it's obvious, okay? And I'm not specifically ripping on somebody because they're left. I'm specifically ripping on somebody because they're a liar and a con artist and a bad person, in my opinion. A liar to you and me. There's facts here, guys, and the facts are piling up that there's a new monetary regime coming, and it is peer-to-peer networks. And it's not really a regime at all. It's just peer-to-peer. It's a world where you and I can interact together. I could send you money. You could send me money. It's crypto, y'all. But we do want to see this SEC lawsuit come to a resolve. We are going to want to see, regulation come into this market. We don't want to see it crafted by the likes of Senator Elizabeth Warren, who basically wanted to ban the thing. But we do want to see the dismissal of this SEC lawsuit, and we don't want to see Coinbase get docked, saying, hey, they listed unregistered securities. I don't like it. I don't like all these laws and these lingos. I think that it is antiquated, and I don't think that it allows for these new advancements in technology we have with crypto. This is what I'm going to talk to you guys about later. All right. But just know Terraform Labs filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Delaware. I'm going to talk about it now. Sorry, guys. I'm going to talk about it now. Okay? So, Aiden, I see you with the sheep in the chat, my friend. Terraform Labs files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Delaware. Guys, Do Kwon's going to be in prison, okay? He's already in prison. I don't know. He's currently awaiting extradition from Montenegro. Well, his trial in the U.S. is set for late March. This is coming, guys. Do Kwon, the founder of Terra Luna. You talk about Luna Classic, this. I can't stand to see it. And so I'm going to continue to be an anti-Terra Luna guy because I want people to... Also, here's why. I'm a big Crow fan, okay? I'm a big Cronos fan. I see a story like this, and it's all obvious to me. I'm never going to buy Luna Classic this, Luna that, none of that. Look, can it get a pump? Yeah, we've seen FTX get a pump too. Am I going to buy FTX? No, not even if the exchange relaunches. I'm not going to buy it. I've got other options. I've got other options that reputation isn't tainted. If the reputation is tainted, I'm out. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm out. If you're in it, I hope you make money. I hope you take profit, okay? I'm not rooting against your bags. But I'm going to tell you, it's weird because when I talk negatively about Terra, I'll get bashed in the comments. There's a huge army behind Terra Luna. And so for that, I'll give you some credit. For all those lunatics out there, that's I think what they call themselves, Luna Classic, lunatics. I see you. You're a big army. I get it. But look at this. Chapter 11, guys. This is FTX stuff, okay? I'm not into these coins, guys. I can't do it. And look, so when we looked at the AMA with Chris Marziak, I did a video on this the other day, and you go onto YouTube and you look at the comment section on YouTube under the video, and matter of fact, look at it right here. And Mr. Diamond Hands, not trying to call you out, not trying to say bad or good. I'm just saying, here's the community coming out and saying, in this interview, he did not address the Luna Classic community's question about why you are delisting them without a cause. Thank goodness. Now we know Chris is sleeping and working out. Great job. That's a little sarcasm. Why are they delisting it? Because Terraform Labs just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and the CEO is going to trial in March. Why does he have to tell you guys this news story? So what's interesting is, how did the AMA go? The number one complaint that I saw from the AMA was the Terra Luna Classic people, or the Terra Luna people. I don't even know that there's like two different Terra Luna coins. I don't care. I'm not doing either of them. And I'm not saying that anybody who does this is, not smart, or you could be smarter than me. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys that I'm not going to do it. And as a Crow coin holder, I was a little confused, flustered that people are looking at the AMA from the CEO of a very regulatory compliant exchange and wondering why this regulatory compliant exchange isn't listing this token, is going to delist this token of this Chapter 11 bankruptcy project, these launched by a con artist. Guys, this is a thing, okay? This is a thing. If you're holding it, I hope you make gains, all right? I hope you make a lot of gains. But I want to share that with you. I can't do it. I can't do it, okay? A lot of YouTubers talk about it out there. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm not saying anything. There might be something that I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't done a lot of research into it, almost at all, since I found out dogecoin's going to prison, and I just see all these headlines, Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Delaware. Guys, Terraform Labs is dead, in my opinion. But why is this coin still going? Well, because of the burns. It's not enough for me. It's not enough for me. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Convince me. Convince me. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. All right, let's do a little bit of a Q&A and see how everybody's feeling today. We got 40 viewers, 32 likes. Do me a favor. Number one thing you could do to support the channel is just tap that little thumbs up button on YouTube. It would go a long way to help us in that algorithm. The most important thing we can do here. I'm going to do a little Q&A. Let me know what questions you have. Let's see what we got going on here. I'll guess I'll pull up that Bitcoin chart, and we'll look at if is Grayscale dumping? We dumping or pumping? I'll end the poll. I'll see what we got for the poll as well here. Holding strong, guys. We're doing all right. All right, I'll make my little image box bigger there. Okay, follow the charts, graph statistics. Follow the BTC duck. That's right. Yeah, throw a comment in. I'm going to go through now and kind of catch up with the chat, guys. So if you're just joining, welcome, guys. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. I got my coffee. I got my water. I got a little walking treadmill, actually. So now what I'm doing is I've got this walking treadmill with a little remote. And I'm not going to do it on stream because that's distracting. Jason Casper does that. And I watch his streams a lot. He's great. He's a great TA guy. But, I'm not a copycat guy. But I've had this treadmill for a really long time. And, it's time to start using it because my back's been hurting from sitting in the chair. I do hours and hours of work for this channel every day on top of it for insurance. And, I gotta get moving. I gotta stay moving. So I'm trying to do that more. Trying to get my life together. Did I just do a Jim Carrey impersonation? I didn't mean to, Marty. But hey, I'll take it. If it has 3 letters, don't trust him, Marty. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we were talking about these organizations with acronyms. If they've got 3 letters, don't trust them. I'm with you, man. I'm just not for it. I'm not for it. It's sketchy stuff. So are we pumping or are we dumping? Let's see what you guys said. I'm going to end the poll. 64% say we're dumping. That is the sentiment in the market right now. Absolutely. Let's see. John says, DCA hodl, ignore the FUD. We got some people buying Alex Labs and stacks right now, getting into those Bitcoin BRC20, STX20 plays. I love to see it. What else we got going on? Don't sleep on Shiba Inu, says Sam. Me personally, I think it's going to go parabolic soon with all the burns that have been happening with the number 1 cent dream. We'll see. Hashtag 1 cent dream. I don't know. Look, Shiba Inu to a penny. Is that even on the table? Oh, man. Let's look. Sam says 1 cent Shiba. I can't remember what the price of Shiba is. Is this something that we... Oh, man. Oh, no. Sam. Sam, look, thank you for being on this channel. Thank you for being in the comment section, but I'm going to give a little lesson here. I talked about this the other day, and I went a little too hard in the paint at the individual, but I want to be transparent. Now, Sam says I'm part of that Shiba Inu 1 cent dream crew, but that is exactly what it is. It's a dream. And here's why. Because in order for Shiba Inu to go to 1 penny, burns, whatever, we could talk about burns. So this isn't perfect math, but it's good enough math to understand that it's not going to go to a penny. You would have to move many, many decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros we need. We need 4 zeros. So you need to literally see the Shiba Inu market cap at a 50 billion, 500. You need to see it at a $50 trillion market cap about. Plus, I'm pretty sure, I think Shiba Inu still is inflationary. It could be deflationary. So if so, the math's a little off. But you're talking about over a $10 to $20 trillion market cap for Shiba Inu. That should never happen. If that happens, then there's something weird going on in the world. But I will tell you this, Sam, I do agree that a pump is coming for Shiba Inu at some point. Inevitably, Shiba Inu will rip and roar, but a penny's not going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. I'd bet 10 grand on it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I do think there's going to be a pump on Shiba Inu at some point. So let me go back through some of these comments here. There goes my Church of VVS idea right out the window, says Heaven Peck. Oh, I missed that comment. That's such a good comment. Oh, Heaven Peck. That was good. Lottie Snap. I bought the right things. Never sold FOMO. Big bumps. Let's see here. A lot of knowledge now. Glad you're getting some knowledge, Anth. Appreciate the comment. Thanks for the support. How many BTC for an F-116? Ooh. Or an F-16. I don't know. I mean, eventually, 1, right? Almost as bad as the beatboxing. Man, Anth, break my heart, man. Boots and cats. Let's see. Luna Classic reminds me of Safe Moon. Yes, BSS, exactly what I'm saying. It's one of these, like, wag me. We're all going to make it. I'm not into that. Lonnie asks, how many laws has Elizabeth Warren passed? Not many. Exactly, Lonnie. Great call. My friend, Cubs fan. None of her bills passed. It's all publicity stunts. Just, doing it for her base, to reinvigorate and inspire her base. Good day, Aiden, with the sheep in the chat. He remembers. Marty says, I was talking about politics a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to get too political. So Marty says, it's not a left or right debate, kid. You're good. Nobody has to blindly follow every politician with an R or an L before their name just because they support one party over another. Love it. You're getting a pin message, Marty, because that's something that this society that we live in needs to worry about. You have a lot of people talking negatively about Trump, and go ahead. And you have a lot of people talking negatively about Biden, and go ahead. But if we have people on both sides complaining about the other side, but those same people aren't complaining about their own side, and again, maybe one's better than the other, right? I've got my opinion, and I'm not going to share it with you on this channel. I've got a very strong opinion. Top secret opinion. Make your prediction in the comments down below. I will not respond. Because everybody has the right to their own opinion. And even if you don't agree with my opinion, I love that you have one. But I hope me and you can have a conversation about it. And I hope that you will call a spade a spade. Marty, you have a great point. I love what you're saying. It's not a left or a right thing. Just because, you don't have to align with your party. In fact, I don't. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat, but some of my values align more so with one party than another, that's for sure. So what? It's like a pro and cons list. So maybe there's more pros over here and there's more cons over here. That's not the point. I'm an issue by issue guy. What's this about? Oh, tell me a little more about it. Oh, I don't like that. Well, why? Because I heard this. Well, did you hear this? No, I didn't. What a good conversation we're having. Maybe I changed my mind. It's okay to change my mind. I'm a Joe Rogan bro, guys. I'll tell you, I'm a Joe Rogan bro. And I'll tell you, that's what I like about that podcast that he does. That's what I like about the live streams too, because I could sit here and I could do edited content, right? But I never do edited content. We don't do edited content. The only edited content you get on this channel is our shorts. And we're doing 2 shorts a day because that's, there's people that like the TikTok thing. I personally don't, love doing the shorts, but I know there's good traction there. I basically recap some of the stories. Some people are short form people. Some people are long form people. But that's one of the things that I love about the Joe Rogan podcast is that it's just a debate, and the guy will change his mind if he comes across some information and, acknowledge that guy's not an expert. He's just a person. We're all just people. We all have the right to an opinion. Let's just have logical discussions, and let's call a spade a spade. Let's, if there's a problem with this, let's not ignore it just because I got to support my party. If the candidate that you support has a bunch of issues, isn't it better to probably face those issues head on and just be like, yeah. But he's a better choice, and so that's fine. If you want to vote with your guy, whatever your guy or gal is, fine. But just be open to a real conversation, and don't put a blindfold on. Don't put your blinders on to the other issues, right? See, Marty, got me a little political, but it was a good point. It was a good point, and it went up to the top because if you're trying to get into crypto, I think there's going to be a lot of people that don't get into crypto this year because I think that crypto is going to become a left thing. Anti-crypto position is going to be a position that I think the left is going to embrace. And I think that a lot of people on the left are going to miss out on crypto, which is very, very interesting. And again, not saying whether I'm left or right, but, I'm an issue-by-issue guy. Aiden agrees, I think, on the Luna Classic thing. Aiden says, been buying this big dip. Been buying big. I love it. I love it. These are dips to buy, my friends. And if you're here and you're joining us, guys, crush the like button. Crush the like button for me. It'll help tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll know that you love me. Or at least don't hate me. And if you do, hit that thumbs down button. Okay? That's okay. You can hit that thumbs down button. That's okay. That helps too. I shouldn't have said that. Now you won't even hit the thumbs down button. Let's see what else we got going here. Actually, I wanted to go over to the charts for Bitcoin. That's what we wanted to see. We want to see some charts, guys. We want to see some charts. All right, Z says they will need to be real with themselves. Why would one of the most regulated crypto exchanges delist a crypto? Because it's a scam. I'm not saying that Terra Luna Classic is a scam, but Z is asking, they need to be real themselves. Why would else? Oh, you're agreeing with me. Yeah. Z, good man. Good man. I like people that agree with me. Yeah, I do. No bashing by a former Luna guy ever from me, Kip. Luna is a scam, was a scam, always will be a scam. It was exploited completely. Well, there you go. Lonnie, you got your opinion. And I'm kind of with you. You think we're hitting 0.065 cent for Crow? Aiden asks. Yeah. I do, Aiden. Unfortunately, brother. I think we're coming down. Yeah, 6.5, something like that. Yeah, something down here. We could see that. More dollar cost averaging opportunities. A lot of people, I see some people like, I just sold all my crow, $22,000 on the sidelines now. What should I buy? Asking the crow fam, what should I buy? It's interesting. I'm not selling. I'm holding. Lunk needs to just be removed completely. It doesn't paint a great picture for crypto industry. I mean, hey, everybody's got the, you know what? People have the right to buy scams if they want to buy scams. And I'm not saying it's a scam. You guys are saying it's a scam. I just said that I'm never going to buy it because of the news that I saw. I use my words precisely because that's what you have to do today. That's what you got to do today. But you guys don't, because you guys are just people in the chat. You guys can say whatever you want. And I love it. I love it. David Fung says, what's up, Kip? What kind of insurance are you selling? IUL? Group insurance, David. I sell group insurance, and I love it. Yeah, group health plans. I do, I can do it for anybody in the country. Anybody in the country that owns a business with some employees, I can do it. I'm not selling my insurance on this channel, though, but I do sell group insurance, and I love it. It's great. I had a great year last year. It's tremendous. I love it. That's all I do. Group health plans, ancillary benefits, bada bing, bada boom. Joe Rogan and PBD? What's PBD? What is PBD? I don't know what PBD is. Maybe I'll know it when you... It's a 3-letter acronym, Marty. Marty, it's a 3-letter acronym. No, what's PBD? I don't even know. What? It's going to be obvious. Somebody, oh my gosh. Sometimes I miss stuff, guys. Save Canada. What's going on with Canada, Aiden? You've got to save Canada and they put a Kennedy. What's going on with Canada? Aiden says, I always forgot the button exists, but the reminder always gets me. Aiden forgets. See, here's a good story. Aiden said it, and now you're the new pin tweet. Aiden. Here you go, guys. Look at what Aiden said. This is very, very, very important. Aiden says, I always forget the button exists. He's talking about the like button, but the reminder always gets me. Well, there you go. So if you forgot the like button existed, well, here's a reminder. It does, and when you tap it, it makes my day. If you want to make my day, go ahead and tap that like button. If you want to ruin it, hit that thumbs down. Ruin my day. No, you won't ruin my day. I am Kip. We are all Kip. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take that one from George, but... Patrick Bet David, huh? Okay. I'll give it a shot. Starting today, I'll give it a shot. Patrick Bet David. All right, we'll check it out. Mrs. Crypto Kip, can you write that down? Text it to me. Patrick Bet David. Only way I remember is telling my wife to remind me. Smash the like button if you agree. Okay. All right, guys. No, I love it. We had a lot of fun. Aiden says 1 cent Shiba is bad. It is bad. Bad. I can't do it. It's bad. Bad. Can't do it. It's bad. But no, hey, to you, who was it? Sam, wasn't coming at you. Just trying to point you in the right direction, brother. I'm not a financial advisor. Never did financial advice. Not trying to do that. So what's the problem with here? What's the problem here with Canada? Aiden says, Trudeau froze bank accounts and ordered Coinbase to freeze crypto accounts of people who were donating to peaceful protest. Oh, you're talking about the truckers. Absolutely. Yeah. I talk about that all the time. The truckers. That's why, CBDCs, no good, no bueno. Trump came out, said, no CBDCs. That was significant, guys. I predicted that the presidential election of 2024, this is the year, guys. We're going to see crypto get very political. For better or for worse, it's going to get very political. And here we go. I'm going to have to talk about it. I don't want to. Secretly, I do. But I don't want to, because I don't want to alienate anybody. But if you knew me in person, you know I wouldn't be shy. really got in there today. Really got in there today. All right, guys. Well, today, Bitcoin trying to find this bottom. $40,000. That's where we are. Most people are thinking there's a sell-off coming. What I like to see is that people are buying the dip, even if there's more downside. I'm with you. I got a paycheck coming. Mark my words. When I get that paycheck, I'm buying. Even if we get another big old dip, I'm buying. Because then I got a paycheck coming next month. And the month after that. And that month is going to be a huge bonus. And that might be just in time for something spectacular. Bitcoin halving, guys. We are under 100 days away. So inevitably, a bull market's coming unless something's different that I'm not seeing. But what have we seen? We've seen a Bitcoin ETF get approved here in the U.S. 11 Bitcoin ETFs get approved in the U.S. We've seen BlackRock now owns over 25,000 Bitcoin. Fidelity right on their tail. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is selling off. That's why we're seeing a dump today. You got Elizabeth Warren lying to the public and the community calling her out on her lies. You see Ethereum ETF being discussed. Now we've got deadlines coming up. The deadline's coming up. Which, you know what? Actually, I didn't even... My bad, guys. Sorry. I didn't even talk about that. I shared them on the screen. The deadlines, by the way, we're looking at January, February, March, April, May. May 23rd is our first deadline. So that's kind of it. That's the final deadline. These deadlines make me upset. These next deadlines, these are silly. Of course, the SEC is going to wait until the very last moment, just like they did. We were exactly right with the Bitcoin ETF. The SEC waited until the very last moment. They essentially did it because they were ordered by a court to do it. And there's no guarantee, by the way, that these ETFs are going to get approved for Ethereum. So don't forget that either. So there's a lot of good things coming, guys. Just a little recap for you. If you just tuned in, guys, well, do me a favor. Smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you like the content. Turn on the notification bell so you know when our live streams go live in case you want to do a little Q&A with me, little hangout. And you want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly in crypto. Because that's what we do here, guys. That's all I got for you in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as always, folks, sir, in the chat, good to see you. And as always, guys, don't forget to DCA, HODL, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I got 2 videos for you right here. We're going to post them later. You don't see these live, but they come after the fact, I believe, if you want to check them out. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.